right, folks, I am back. Yes, I'm back. Scott Cannon here on WLTH 1370 AM. This is Issues and Answers Friday. Scott and the Rev. But Scott's here, but there is no Rev. No Rev this week. Reverend Campbell's out doing his pastoral duties, whatever that means. But he's left me here, and because I'm here alone, I get to do all the really dangerous stories. Yes, including this one. I mean, I probably should have locked the door before I do this one, but so yeah, this story is actually about the CIA. Yeah, that CIA. We've actually found that the CIA has a secret, undisclosed data repository that includes information collected about Americans. Yes. Now, they're not supposed to be able to do that. Mind you, let me just say it before. They're not supposed to be able to do that to American citizens. Now, 2 Democrats on the Senate Intelligence Committee have said this. Now, while neither the agency nor lawmakers would disclose specifics about the data, the senators have alleged that the CIA has long hidden details about the program from the public and even from Congress. That means even our elected officials who are supposed to be the ones running the country are in the dark about what the CIA is doing. Senators Ron Wyden of Oregon and Martin Heinrich of New Mexico sent a letter to top intelligence officials calling for more details about the program to be declassified. Large parts of the letter, which was sent in April 2021, and documents released by the CIA were blacked out. Now, Wyden and Heinrich said that the program operated outside the statutory framework that Congress and the public believe govern this collection. They have a specific job, folks. And they're going above and beyond that and outside of their jurisdiction. Now, there have long been concerns about what information the intelligence community collects domestically, driven in part by previous violations of American civil liberties. The CIA and National Security Agency have a foreign mission and are generally barred from investigating Americans or U.S. businesses. They are supposed to be barred from investigating Americans or U.S. businesses. But the spy agency's sprawling collection of foreign communications often snares Americans' messages and data incidentally. If you can see me on camera right now on Facebook, I'm putting quotes over incidentally. Now, intelligence agencies are required to take steps to protect U.S. information, including the redacting of names of any Americans from reports unless they are deemed relevant to an investigation. The process of removing redactions is known as unmasking. Now, that's what happened to Donald Trump when he was running for president. The intelligence agencies under Obama unmasked him so that they could spy on him. But again, nobody said anything about it because the media hates Trump. For good reason. He's a horrible person and should be in jail. Fine. But still, the CIA, I'm more afraid of the CIA, personally. That's just me. I'm more afraid of the CIA. They've actually succeeded in overthrowing governments. They've succeeded in doing it. Donald Trump may have tried to do it, but he failed. They succeed when they try to overthrow governments. Now, the CIA released a series of redacted recommendations about the program issued by an oversight panel known as the Privacy and Civil Liberties Oversight Board. According to this document, a pop-up box warned CIA analysts using the program that seeking any information about U.S. citizens or others covered by privacy laws requires a foreign intelligence purpose. Well, I guess that solves it. They have a pop-up box I'm sure that will deter any of these highly motivated individuals. Now, both senators have long pushed for more transparency from the intelligence agencies. Nearly a decade ago, a question Wyden posed to the nation's security chief presaged critical revelations about the NSA's mass surveillance programs. In 2013, Wyden asked then Director of National Intelligence James Clapper if the NSA collected any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans. Clapper initially responded with no. Now later he said not wittingly. Now after this, former systems administrator Edwin Snowden later that year revealed that the NSA's access to bulk data through the U.S. internet companies and hundreds of millions of call records from telecommunications providers. These revelations sparked worldwide controversy and new legislation in Congress. Now, mind you, at this time, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, all these people made Edward Snowden out to be the bad guy. James Clapper goes on, I believe he's on CNN or MSNBC regularly now, and gets to parade around after knowingly lying to the public about the NSA collecting all kinds of data, spying on millions of us, millions upon millions of us American citizens. Now, Edward Snowden, where's Edward Snowden at? He has to hide in Russia. He's trapped in Russia. He can't come home because he'll be arrested and thrown in a gulag here for the next 40 or 50 years. He can't do that because he exposed that James Clapper and the NSA are liars who spy on the American public and do God knows what with our personal correspondence, our data, whatever it is. They track us in everything we do. What can a government do with your data? Oh, I don't know. They know when you're coming and going. They know what you watch, what you eat, who you associate with. But hey, I guess if you have nothing to hide, I guess you have no problem, right? With the government knowing everything about your life. Now, mind you, Clapper would later apologize in a letter to the Senate Intelligence Committee, calling his response to Wyden clearly erroneous. Oh, you think? Now, according to both senators' letter, the CIA bulk collection program operates outside laws passed and reformed by Congress, but under the authority of Executive Order 12333, the document that broadly governs intelligence community activity and was first signed by President Ronald Reagan in 1981. Wow. So the genesis of all things wrong in our community strikes again. In our society, I'm sorry. It all goes back to Ronald Reagan. All of it. Additional documents released by the CIA Thursday also revealed limited details about a program to collect financial data against the Islamic State. That program also incidentally snared some records held by Americans. Of course it did. Now, of course, we all know that the FBI spied on U.S. civil rights movement leaders and secretly recorded the conversations of Dr. Martin Luther King. The CIA, in what was called Operation Chaos, investigated whether the movement opposing the Vietnam War had links to foreign countries. But again, I'm sure you have nothing to hide, right? You got nothing to hide, so what's the big deal about the CIA, the NSA, the FBI? I guess Martin Luther King had nothing to worry about, huh? Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, the Weather Underground, the anti-Vietnam War movement, none of those people had anything to worry about. I'm sure they're all just spying on all of us, and they spied on all of them for perfectly sound and legal purposes. Now, a lot of people who do support the CIA may do so under the guise that the people who are doing all this spying are people who have some sort of moral compass. They're doing it for the good of the nation. They're doing it to protect us all. These are our protectors. They're protecting us from Islamic extremists, from the Russians. I got the quotes up again. The Russians, these evil Russians that we saw in James Bond movies. But another story that came out about the CIA recently cast some doubt on the character exactly who of the people who are in the CIA. There are secret files that say that staffers committed sex crimes against children. Yes. Sex crimes against children. Over the past 14 years, the Central Intelligence Agency has secretly amassed credible evidence that at least 10 of its employees and contractors committed sexual crimes involving children. Though most of these cases were referred to U.S. attorneys for prosecution, only one of the individuals was ever charged with the crime. This is from Rolling Stone magazine. Let me say this. Now, prosecutors sent the rest of the cases back to the CIA to handle internally, meaning that few faced any consequences beyond the possible loss of their jobs and security clearances. That marks a striking deviation from how sex crimes involving children have been handled at other agencies such as the Department of Homeland Security and the DEA. CIA insiders say that the agencies resist prosecution of its staff for fear that the cases will reveal state secrets. Now, they're going to let them molest your kids and take naked pictures of them because they fear that going after these people and stopping them from doing so will reveal state secrets. That's what they're telling us. Now, these revelations are contained in hundreds of internal agency reports obtained by Buzzfeed News. Okay, no, this is from Buzzfeed News, I'm sorry. Through the Freedom of Information Act lawsuits. One employee had sexual contact with a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. Now, he was at least fired. Thank God. A second employee purchased 3 sexually explicit videos of young girls filmed by their mothers. He resigned. A third employee estimated that he had viewed up to 1,400 sexually abusive images of children while on agency assignments. So this guy was probably spying on you for your anti-war or anti-corporate or anti-establishment views while he's watching child porn. Now, the records don't even say what actions were taken against this guy. A contractor who had arranged for sex with an undercover FBI agent posing as a child just had his contract revoked. Only one of the individuals stated in these documents was charged with a crime. Only one. In that case, as in the only previous known case of a CIA staffer being charged with child sex crimes, the employee was also under investigation for mishandling classified material. Now, the CIA was asked, but did not answer detailed questions, saying only that the agency takes all allegations of possible criminal misconduct committed by personnel seriously. Apparently not. Apparently not. If only one of them was charged with a crime, I don't think so. Edward Snowden can't come back to America because he exposed that the NSA was spying on us. Chelsea Manning spent years being tortured in American prisons because Chelsea Manning exposed that soldiers in Iraq were laughing and massacring innocent farmers and people. But most of these people just get to resign, or at worst, they get fired. Now, a spokesperson for the Eastern District of Virginia, where many of the criminal referrals were sent, also did not answer detailed questions, saying that the district takes seriously with its responsibility to hold accountable federal government employees who violate federal law within our jurisdiction. 4 former officials who are familiar with how internal investigations work at intelligence agencies told Buzzfeed that there are many reasons that prosecutors might not pursue a criminal case. One of them, familiar with the workings of the CIA Office of the Inspector General, said the agency is concerned that in a criminal case, it could lose control of sensitive information. And this is our chickens coming home to roost, folks. We have allowed the CIA to go around the world causing chaos in Africa and Latin America and everywhere else for the last 70 years. And they have so many secrets and they have so much wrapped up in deception and trickery that when they start abusing people here in the United States of America, we can't even do nothing about it because it might uncover and unravel all the crap they're doing around the world. Now tell me that ain't some sort of weird karmic justice for us in this country. Whew. Let me get this very last question, this last caller before I have to get out of here. Hello, caller.
Okay, Scott.
What's up?
Now you believe me?
Oh, I believe you.
This country is nothing but a Solomon Gomorrah. Hate, rob, stealing, murder, killing, and destroying innocent little children, little babies, and little girls and little boys. These some low-down bastard dogs over here. You see it now, right?
I see it.
Okay, back.
I see you. Thank you. I can't blame him for saying that. I cannot blame him for saying that whatsoever. Folks, please stay with us. We're wrapping up. We'll be right back after this, after these quick messages. We got to pay some bills. WLTH 1370 AM.